Yeah, I'm getting some off my shirt with some tape. Just use the rest of my lint roller. Just some of me, man. You get to know. I'm pretty resourceful. I do my own thing, and I ain't really worried what people think about. So, what I want to talk about today is a very interesting thing that I see day in and day out. And I've faced in my own way, most certainly. In this society we live in, this world, this culture that we have, at least here in America, right? There is so much of a physical grasp of the world in relation to ourselves. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is so many of us define who we are by extrinsic and external things. What we have on the outside, right? What we have achieved on the outside. Like, if we haven't achieved anything on the outside world, we're not anything for some people. Or because I have this car, this house, these achievements, like I have this and that, I am better than you, right? Or because I have this person in comparison to those people on social media, I'm pretty cool. It's all a load of shit, man. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll say it once again. Have what you have what you can have because you can. Have the nice stuff. Be successful. But don't get there and stay there as an externally or an extrinsically motivated thing. Like, don't just get there just to have those things. And most people, in their process of getting there, figure that out anyway. But there's some that don't, and you'll see it. And more than anything, what I'm talking about is people who don't achieve a ton, right? People who aren't the 1% or the top 5% or the top 10%, the low to middle income America. Especially, you see it with low income America. Well, you see it with all over. There's a merging of classes as well nowadays, whatever. And it's part of this problem. You see, we have begun to see ourselves in regards to the world and identify with so many external things that do not have depth. They are not resonant within our soul. We forget how to listen to our soul and to ourself because we place so much value in these situations or these things to have, these material substances, before we even know ourselves. Or in that process, we lose ourselves. We lose sight of ourselves. We're not building ourselves internally. We're not reflecting on our actions and our situations and what we've been through to learn and grow from it in a way that we actually want to be. We don't have a higher sense of, we lose sight of our higher sense of self. We don't listen to it. In fact, we go the opposite way of it. Our higher sense of self says, hey, man, you probably don't want that car because, you're going to value people less and people are going to look at you a little bit different. And part of your lower self, your ego is like, yeah, I want that. But your higher self's like, man, you're probably going to have a worse relationship with your family because all you care about is your car. Or, these small things, these weird, nuanced kind of ways of being that we internalize based on what we get or how much emphasis we place on things in the external world. Right? Like, so we must learn to be able to we must learn and accept where we are internally, because that's where a lot of it comes from. We chase these external things because where we're at is ugly. We don't want to accept it. Like when I was getting my first few jobs, I was 14, 15, 16, and I was in this fucked up place, for lack of better words. I was digging myself deeper and deeper into this hole of pain and regret because of my stupidity, my actions that weren't serving me at all, my pleasure-driven lifestyle. And what did I do? Well, this little bit of money that I was getting, I went and spent it on clothes. I went and spent it on, just things that were no help at all. So silly shit, right? Things that gave me more pleasure, right? And it just continued down that cycle where I wasn't fixing anything. And that's just a small idea of it. You see, it happens to many of us on a very extreme level. We put our family in this big, nice neighborhood with all these people just to fit in with those people, right? Not because we think it'll be a better environment for our kids. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But a lot of times we just do stuff because of our comparison to others, is what I'm getting at. Our external world and everything in it. That if we're more motivated by our external world than we are by our internal world, we're going to have issues. We're going to get to a point where we don't know what we want anymore. We don't even know who we are. Okay? We must look at the dark sides of ourselves, the inside, and where we want to be there. Like, what do we want to be on the inside? And then actually go for it. We need to stop suppressing it and forgetting about what it says just because we have these external things that make us feel good or make us look good. We must be built with depth. Our foundation must be solid, not cracked. Short video here today. I'm going to cut it here. If you got something from this, let me know. Guys, we're just going to keep doing our thing. We're just going to be people of depth, fulfillment, passion, purpose. We're going to strive to build ourselves internally because we should and we can and we will. You see, when we build that foundation internally, we can have anything else we want. When we're not built off a cracked foundation, we are as sustainable as we want to be. If you want all the nice, big, beautiful things, you can have them. You can have them in a sustainable manner once you build that internal foundation strong enough. But if you don't, well, what happens with a building that's built on a cracked foundation? It breaks down. It doesn't last as long. It hurts people because of how it's not built right. Right? It tumbles over. That's what happens with your life. That's what will happen with your life if you're not built upon a good enough foundation for the life you're trying to live. I hope this helps. Let's have an amazing day. It's Friday today for me, so whenever you're watching this, I hope it's an amazing day, whatever day of the week, you see, because it is our life. We are the creators of our joy. We are the ones who get to transform our energy into whatever it is that we can do, whatever it is we want to do. So, let's go get them, guys. See you later.